Hey everyone, so there has been a little bit of controversy over whether or not you can use ACV homemade apple scrap, apple cider vinegar, the homemade kind, in place of recipes that call for the 5% acidity that's found in white vinegar. Well, let me give you some information here, and I want your feedback. So 5% acidity does not equate to pH. pH and percentage are totally different stats. So there's formulas that you can use. So my son Isaac has his degree, his bachelor's degree in toxicology with a dual major in biology and a minor in chemistry, or vice versa, I can't remember. But he's our scientist on premises, a pH reader. So he explained it to me. pH is different than percentage. And there's a formula, and he was struggling with even being able to do the formula. So if you're a scientist out there and you're sitting there and watching me, first off, science is not my strength. I understand how to do things. I'm good with formulas, so chemistry does work for me to some degree. But as long as I get a good product in the long run and it's stable, I'm pretty happy with the way things go. But I have also been reading the USDA Guide to Home Canning. And at the very beginning of the book, they have this lovely chart that shows the acidity levels in foods. And my scientific son looked at this and he goes, "What in the world? This makes no sense. These are incorrect in his scientific mind." So, but this is the chart we have to work with. And when he was doing the testing, both vinegars fell in the acidic range. And there was only a 0.5 difference between the white vinegar and my homemade ACV. It was not a substantial, significant difference. So what we're going to do, basing it on this chart for acidity strength, we're going to put a little bit into each one of these containers, and we are going to test these vinegars with the pH reader. Now, I have to be careful. This one likes to be a little bit wilder. Now, this is my most recent batch that's sitting in the pantry right now and fermenting, and I'm just going to take a little bit out of this. I still have another week for this to go. We're going to see how it lines up also with it still needing a week to go. So I'm going to get the test meter out and we're going to see what we've got here. Get this all set up for me. So I should be able to, in theory, turn it on. It is on, and we are going to read each of these. So this is the baseline. So this one's reading, this is the white vinegar, and I am getting a pH of 2.47. So on the USDA scale, that's a strong acid. That's more acidic than what the acid foods that we can water bath with. Okay? So I have a paper towel here. I'm going to wipe this off, and we're going to go to the next one, which is the one I'm currently using. This is coming in at a 3.10. So it's not much different than the first one. It's in the acid range of 3.5 to 4.6, it looks like, is acidic. Okay, and now, ooh, that's still on there. Okay, we're at 0. The newest batch, the really light, pretty, almost pink, it still has a week yet to go. It is not done fermenting, but it's currently sitting at a 3.5. So, or no, 3.18 acidity, and it's dropping. We're just going to let it continue to drop here for a few seconds. Okay, it's at a 3 point, it just dropped again. I guess we should stir it around so it's not in one spot. Okay, so we've got a 3.12. So it's already the same acidity. So that's with a pH monitor. Now, based on the fact that this is a strong acid at 2 point something, let's see, what was it? 2.47. That's a strong acid. And then the next one was a 3.1, and the next one was 3.1. It's right there. When you look at this book and this scale, they're all right here. So my question to everyone, based on the USDA scale of acidic food, is that acidic enough to can with when you're making your recipes? Is it so far off that it falls in this range down here where it's not good to can with? Or is it safe enough that because it's actually at the top end of their scale. So when people say that you can't use that because the USDA says that it's not safe, I question that thought process. No, mine aren't as strong, but they are right there at 3.1. So what are your thoughts? I want your feedback. This is up for discussion. This is Kelly signing off from Yellowknife Homestead.